In this video, we're going to be talking about the world's first 3-in-1 washer and dryer, and it's called the Water Spitir. Now this little device can actually do three things. The first thing you can do is obviously wash your clothes. So you're going to put detergent, water, and then you're going to throw your clothes in there and it's going to spin and extract all the dirt and grime from your clothes. The second thing is that it has an inbuilt spinner. So obviously you'll have your clothes in there. It will try to extract water from your wet clothes. And the third thing it does is actually dry your clothes. So there's actually a little heater at the bottom here. And here it's going to actually heat up your clothes, it's going to blow air, and it's going to dry your clothes. So it does everything all in one. You don't have to go to a dryer, for example. So this is really cool. Now what I really like about this 3-in-1 system is that it's really portable. As you can see here, and that's just the suction cups over here. It's really small, so you can stow it away in your small apartment, for example. And it's really compact and it just folds down to this small size. Obviously it gets a lot bigger, so I'm going to demonstrate that. So all you have to do is pull up. Okay, and that's how you do it. You can expand it, and then obviously you can put your clothes in there and proceed with washing. So why exactly would you want to buy this device? Well, let's cover the most obvious reasons. The most obvious reason, let's say, for example, you live in an apartment and you don't have ensuite laundry. Maybe you don't want to have to go across the street, put your laundry away. You can use this as a temporary solution for small items and such. Now, if you want to do a big load, obviously you want to go to like a laundromat and then wash all your clothes. Another use case is for camping, let's say an RV, or you live in a place that just doesn't have any washer, like there's no washer nearby. This is going to be really handy. This is more efficient than hand washing, because I find that with hand washing, it's obviously a lot of work. You gotta strain with your hands. This is more intensive. This pretty much does everything. Another reason why you might want this is, let's say you want to wash more sensitive, delicate clothes. So for example, let's say you don't want to throw in all your expensive towels. Let's say you have a special towel for your hair or something like that. Maybe you just want to wash it in here and not mix it with the load. Let's say you have a big family. You don't want to mix like dirty underwear with something that you really value. Now, the two reasons why I personally use this is that I want to save water, and due to the current pandemic that we're living in, masks are very important. So every time I want to wash my mask, I only have like 5 masks. I don't want to have to load it into my large washer and then dryer. That's going to cost a lot of electricity and obviously waste a lot of water. So what I really like about this solution is that it's very environmentally friendly. It saves water and energy. So my number one reason for using this is obviously to wash all my masks. I feel like they're very delicate. I don't want to mix it in with, let's say, my underwear, my dirty socks, because that's stuff that goes onto your face, even though it's going to be washed in the end. And I find that this really does a really good job of extracting all the dirt. I noticed that when I was washing it, there was a lot of the water became from clear to pretty dark, so it shows that the masks do get very dirty over time. And it's really important that you wash your mask every time you use them, because once you use them, they're pretty much dirty. They might have someone else's germs on them, for example. You don't want to risk infecting yourself by using the mask many times in a day. So I definitely recommend getting some kind of solution. Now, yes, you can hand wash your mask, and that's totally fine, but I find that this does a really good job, and it's small enough, compact enough that I don't mind taking it out and just kind of washing all my masks all at once without mixing it with my large load, and obviously I don't have to waste energy. So let's move on to the next topic. Let's talk about the design and the build quality of this. The first thing I want to note is that obviously it's expanded right now. You can just squash it down. So it goes down just like that. And there's actually a very convenient handle right here. And you'll notice that when I had to pick it up, it was really difficult because there's suction cups, and that's really good because when this thing is spinning, you don't want it to move around, you don't want it to vibrate. It has very strong suction cups that keeps it very secure on your table. So moving in over here, as soon as you open the lid, you're going to notice that there's like a little rubber gasket over here. That's just to prevent any water from getting into the heater. You don't necessarily need to keep this cap on when you're actually washing it during the first 2 phases, washing and spinning. You can just leave it off, or you can keep it on, and water doesn't splash anywhere. I've noticed that if you just keep it half full, water doesn't splash out or anything like that. So this is not super necessary, but it is here just to protect the heating element. And obviously inside here there's a fan which will blow hot, dry air onto your clothes so that they can effectively dry your clothes. Now the way the top and bottom is connected is to 2 USB-A interface, which is a really cool, nifty feature. And obviously this is powered by your typical AC-DC adapter. Okay, so let's open this up again. Now in terms of the build quality, I have to say this is a really hefty device. It feels very strong, it feels very rugged, and it doesn't leak or anything like that, so it's really well built. So in terms of the actual interface, there's going to be an on-off switch, a rinse, you have your spin, and your dry. And you're going to be able to just simply tap the on and off switch. It's a capacitive button, and from there you can see the timer. You can set it for various different timers. For example, for the washing part, for the first part, it's going to be anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes. Obviously, you don't have to put in for that long. You can cancel between each step. And when each step is done, there's a very friendly little ding, kind of an alarm that let you know that you can proceed to the next step. So moving on the back side, you're going to see on the back that there's the power plug, and then there's this little switch here that you can pull out. It's like a little lever. And that from the bottom, as you can see here, there is a little hose which will kind of just extract all the water out into your sink, which is really convenient, and you can just direct it any way you want. And obviously on the back there's a USB interface for connecting the dryer. And one more thing I want to mention is that this is the spinner, and here you can see it's very compact, and you can just go out and expand it. Okay, so then you expand it and you put it in there, put it in the machine, put your clothes in there, and it's going to spin, and it's going to extract all the water from there. And as you can see in this video, it really does do a good job of extracting all the excess water. So you don't have to manually like squeeze all your clothes. It's just like very gentle, and you don't have to like obviously harm any fabric with it. So usage is very simple. Just fill up the water, press the button to wash. Once you're done, you're going to put in this spinner, and then you're going to throw your clothes in there, let it spin, and then after that, you just want to take off this cap over here, put it on, connect it with the USB, and then start the drying process, and then you're pretty much done cleaning your clothes. So it's a really simple solution. I really like it. Like I said, this is fantastic for delicate items like my mask. I don't want to mix it with large loads. It's really helpful, especially during this time. So in conclusion, I have to say that this 3-in-1 portable washer dryer is a really cool, nifty device, really compact, good build quality, really does a good job of effectively cleaning all your smaller items and making sure that they're very dry. If you like this video, please give a like. It really helps out the channel. And please let me know if you have any questions about this. I'd be very happy to answer that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.